what does it take to keep it from holding us back? Anytime you do something new, even if it's in your favor or positive, such as even just like redecorating your house, it can cause anxiety because it takes us out of our comfort zone into an unknown territory. The unknown territory, or just the issue of not really being familiar with that new place, can be very intimidating. I have found through my intensive coaching sessions, I should say, and in research from my books, Spontaneous Optimism, Bouncing Back from Difficult Times, I've found that part of this fear, if we make the change we're longing to make, we won't be the same person anymore. We'll be strangers in our own lives. I have to repeat this because this is a real key here. Part of us fear that if we make the change we're longing to make, or think we should make, we won't be the same person anymore. We'll be strangers in our lives. I need to reassure you that no, you won't. We won't be. We'll just be a better version of ourselves. And that's very comforting to hear. So to achieve great success, if you allow change, you can grow and you can realize your potential. You'll be much happier and satisfied, and these are the sources and roots of long-term change or long-term happiness. Not just like some people, they just chase happiness and it becomes a fleeting feeling. In this podcast episode, as well as other ones, I teach you how, like optimistic people, to make long-lasting changes in your life. If you do that, you'll be much more optimistic and happier. We can all start by upping our own happiness level by just taking some small steps. So if you start with making some small, gradual moves, rather than a major overhaul overnight, that could be your first step. You're more likely to succeed if you take each step that is manageable and helps you feel good, and it gives you the confidence you need to take that next step. Now, I always encourage people to dream big, make your vision for an exciting life that you want and fulfilling life that you want. But sometimes you need to take smaller steps, and even just small steps to get there. Because with each step you take, you become more confident. Because you take small steps, you'll feel more confident and gain the confidence you need to take the next step. And while you're taking the small steps, remember, focus on the word improvement rather than major change, because the way you talk to yourself affects your mood and affects whether you will follow up in making these changes in your life. So if you change the way you talk, you can change the way you feel about what you're doing. Thinking about making improvements in your life as opposed to changing your life will make you feel less threatened, and therefore will help you feel more motivated about moving forward. So focus on improving your life and making small steps. In previous podcast episode, as well as my book, Spontaneous Optimism, it helps you develop that vision for your life.